All
right, everyone. Happy
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
We're going to try something different. So this is a pre-recorded video.
Yes.
Tell them again, Emily. Repeat it to them.
We are not live in real time right now. Today, this is a pre-recorded video here on my channel.
So, what are we going to talk about? What shit are we going to talk about?
Just, again, please be aware that every action has a reaction. And just situational awareness.
I like that.
And what else? I would say... just be ready for any type of smoke. And what does that mean, Evelyn?
Well, let's get some context.
Well, when you're in a situation, okay? You're somewhere in public. And you're just, hanging out. You hear someone that passes by, okay? They call you a name. Or you think they're calling you a name. And you're like, oh, F you. And the person turns around and says, excuse me, what did you say? And you repeat it. And then you say, oh, back and forth. Now, what do you think might happen? Either someone's going to walk away or someone's going to continue to escalate the situation.
So, I guess what we're going to talk about is, what should you do? Are you willing to take it toe to toe? I mean, in my experience, that's what I've learned, right? Usually, if people want to do this, if they're all bark, no bite, they're going to just keep talking shit. They're going to keep running their mouth. But there are some people who they're so aggressive and they don't care. So, I don't know, Emily. I don't know how to respond to that. I guess... just be careful. Every action has a reaction. Don't think that just because there are people that walk around and talk shit, but there are people that walk around and don't say shit, but then they're about shit.
And then how would you differentiate that? How do you know if you're actually someone who just runs your mouth and you just like the whole hype, but you don't really want any type of physical altercation? Like you don't want any of that.
That's a very good question.
And I've
never been that type though. That's why.
Okay.
That's why. Oh, well, you're kind of like, you're not really a fighter. Let's talk about that. You always try to avoid confrontation. Like
all the time.
You're always bullied and all that
stuff. I was always bullied. All the time.
So how would you avoid the confrontation? Did you run?
No, never ran. Always.
Is it okay to run?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Because then that could be bad because they can throw something at you.
I think sometimes if you're not a fighter, if you really aren't there, there's just people that have bad days. Remember that. And they just want to start shit with anybody. And sometimes you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
So I think if you can't avoid it, you're not a fighter, run. I think so.
Okay.
But like you're saying, you've been bullied where you just nowhere for you to go.
I just was taught just stand my ground, even though I was very scared inside.
Now, does that mean that you allow yourself
intimidating them? But I learned at a young age.
Don't let them get physical.
And don't let them get in your face that close in your personal space. So if you see them walking up to you, that's when you need to start reacting immediately.
Back up.
Yes.
Back up.
Always tell them,
Back
stop. Don't get near me. What do you want? And then if they're like, well, I heard you said it, and then it's like, if it's that type of drama,
keep your distance.
Yeah, keep your distance.
Warning you.
Now, when you are warning someone and they're just like not trying to take no for an answer, they're either going to rush you or they're going to be like, oh, what? And then it continues. Then from there, you can be like, okay, you know what? You're full of shit, but I'm warning you. However,
you think then if you're telling them this and they're continuing, then they might
not even let you finish your sentence. And there's just people that just want to just pounce. And what I'm saying, how I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I've always tried to avoid the violence, okay? But when I've been in those situations, everything goes. It doesn't matter.
So in your experience, when you've had that happen, physical though?
Yes, it has. Where you have to, whether you get a little slapped around or whatnot, I don't care. You have to push them. And then if they it just all depends on how violent each person is, because anything goes. A lot of people freeze up in these situations, or some people just think, oh, fair fight. No, it does not matter. They're stomping your head or whatever, you're kicking with your legs, does not matter. Other people jump in sometimes to make it worse, and some help. But at the same time, then everyone else who's getting involved, it's just a bigger mess. But some people freeze up. They get scared. You don't know what to do. But always fight back. And it's really sad, though, for people who've never had any type of confrontation, any type of verbal abuse or anything that they've ever been around. If you've never been exposed to it and you're in a situation like that, it can be. But like I said... so
that's what today's video is. It's pre-recorded. We had a little situation today, and it wasn't our situation. It was a situation we witnessed, but I'm starting to see that. Like, again, I'm a person that opposite of you. I used to whenever hurt people, right? And if you don't get treated, you don't get the help you need. I mean, you have that anger, that repressed anger. So I was an angry person. I was, not anymore. And so, yeah, I used to like to start, what did you say? And okay, and get aggressive and be about it, right? Like what everybody says. But what I have learned now as an adult, because I'm talking about when I was a kid, but what I have learned as an adult is that now you don't know what somebody else is carrying. People carry knives, people carry all kinds of stuff.
You have to think quick, though.
Yes.
All the
So
time.
I would say,
But,
I mean, it's just like the situation we had a couple weeks ago too when I was at the ATM. And there was this homeless lady.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she was like, I was humanizing her. I thought maybe she had, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she has a debit card. And we were both kind of got there at the same time. So I'm like, excuse me. And right away she was like, get the fuck away from me. And I was like, whoa, again.
Yeah, but I mean, she was the one being so suspicious. Even
But again,
approaching,
that's why I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
hey. And she kept saying, get the fuck away
And she
from
kept
me.
getting
So
louder.
I'm like, look, I am just going to use the ATM. I just want to know if you're going to use the ATM. And I, kept my hands, kept my distance. And so she didn't respond.
She was just like this. Just waiting.
So I
just
used
waiting.
the machine and, I kind of, looking both ways. And she stood there and was like,
Yeah.
chest pumped. And so I'm like, all right.
The average person would be
came-
like, I'm not going to use this machine. I'm leaving.
Yeah, no, fuck
No,
no.
fuck
I have
that.
business to attend. So I'm glad it didn't escalate, but it could have got bad. I mean, again, I don't know what she was carrying. I don't know. It could have been bad. But again, that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes we don't think if anybody's carrying, you're like, oh shit, like, what? But you just went into action.
And so that's what this video is, guys. That's what tonight's topic is. Short video, pre-recorded video. What do you guys think about that? Because I've been seeing all these motivational speakers, right, talking about, oh, you got to get somewhere to be somewhere. They're not talking about these situations.
No.
Because these situations do happen.
The best reaction is no reaction. That's what they say.
Okay, well, sometimes
so what do
you
you
can't
do in
do
these
that.
situations where it has nothing to do with you, perhaps? Just somebody who is just looking to pick a fight with someone and just wants to blurt something
You're
out
driving.
and see what
You're
reaction.
driving, and that car keeps tailing you,
Oh,
tailing you. Do you continue to be an asshole, or do you move over so that they can pass? That's a good example, too.
Or if when they cut you off, they flip you off, and then now you're going to follow them and continue
Don't do that.
that again.
Don't do
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Don't do that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Like to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. Till the next one.
Yes, thank you.